Yeah, I think that it desperately needs to be deregulated and that counselors should not be licensed by the state or the government in any way. I think that when you have a license by the state, you're technically a government agent, and now the legal system is determining what is a good life and how to help people. It makes counseling an inherently political act, and I think that that's entirely inappropriate. I think it should be deregulated. I agree that consumer protections are a valid consideration, but we have contract law for that. So if somebody says that they represent themselves in this sort of way and then they violate that, then there is civil recourse for that. It doesn't have to be tied to a state licensure. So my solution would be to radically deregulate, allow professional organizations to regulate themselves and determine then you'd see a ton more competition in counseling styles and certifications. Certification programs could spring up that train people in philosophical counseling rather than this biomedical model that we're using so prevalently right now, for instance. So my solution would be end the state licensure process in the government's connection to counseling.
Those are good answers. Oh, go ahead.
I would add to that in our current day and age right now, with regard, I think that the primary benefit of licensing in the past was that somebody's license could be revoked if they were guilty of gross malpractice. But in today's age, you can have a reputation that follows you everywhere you go. It could all be organized by just having health grades kind of thing. And that would certainly have some positives and minuses, but it's definitely a way that those concerns can be addressed by the public in a way that we've seen works. It works on eBay, it works in other formats, and there's different ways that those concerns that somebody you're going to might not be good at what they're doing or be a bad actor. There are other ways that we could address that without having licensure, where you're enshrining this kind of cartel-ish kind of way to organize the profession, which is really not helpful.